Brandon Weaver here once again. It's after hours, so I get wild up in the office. And when I get wild, it's all about doing educational videos for y'all on YouTube here, okay? So it's after hours. I'm a little tired doing credit repair all day. I'm a little tired taking calls, doing emails, and I got all sorts of emails, and a couple of emails stood out to me. Now, I'm seeing all sorts of questions here. All sorts of questions about people asking, what does meets Fcra on the credit report? Meets the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Meets Fcra. Well, the credit bureaus believe that it meets the Fair Credit Reporting Act. However, it doesn't. Typically, they're not providing any evidence. They're marking it in their books. They're checking it off. They're what they call pencil whipping it, okay? If you were in the military, you know what pencil whipping it means. It means you just check the box, you don't really do it. You don't do a proper investigation, and you just say it meets the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and you send off a little report. You send a little report back. Oh, it meets the Fair Credit Reporting Act, here you go. Now, did they send you any confirmation, right? Any signed documents with your name on it? Any verbal communication, any recording, huh? Did any collector send any of that? Signed document, any e-signatures, any recording with your voice on it saying that you want this, that you wanted that XYZ loan or credit or whatever? Did they give you any of that? Did they? Did they? No, they didn't. No one does, no one did, and so they're not verifying 100%. Okay, they're not verifying 100%. So it doesn't really meet Fair Credit Reporting Act. What it really is, meets Fair Credit Reporting Act, is another smokescreen. Another way to say we did our investigation, we verified it's right. Consumer disputes is another thing we see on there. Consumer disputes or disagrees meets Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's nonsense, guys. It's time to send another letter. It's time to send a letter to the collector. It's time to freeze and seal LexisNexis. It's time to fight with Credit Code Core Logic if you've got stuff on there as well. Okay, look at the smaller bureaus, all right? Get them all sealed up. LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, okay? Seal these suckers up, all right? So they can't be looking around, shucking and jiving, trying to figure out how to verify this stuff. And yes, some people will say, well, you send the letters, they keep getting verified. You can send different letters. We have multiple letters. We have collection validation letters. We've got credit there. We ask them how they verify things, okay? So we don't just ask for verification, but we also ask their verification method. Okay, so this is the difference. You can send letters off to ask for verification. Then you can send letters off to ask for how they verified. You can send letters to the collectors asking how they verified. You can tell the collectors, this isn't mine. Please prove it under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So the letters are different, they're customizable, and they're at where? Where are they? They're at 609creditrepair.com, or we can do it for you. We can customize letters for you. It's not cookie cutter, okay? Each individual person gets to get a consultation with a credit repair specialist, and they go over their credit, their unique fingerprint, their unique DNA on this credit report, and you get something customized for them. Now, aside from meeting Fair Credit Reporting Act, there are individuals who have gone through default judgments. And I know a lot of people out there buried their head in the sands, they never showed up to court, and they didn't want to deal with it. Now, that's not everybody. Some people were not properly served, which is enough. If you were not properly served, that is enough reason to have the judgment vacated. Now, most of the times you cannot simply appeal a default judgment. A default judgment is different. So you simply can't usually appeal it. You have to put into the court a motion for to vacate. So what it actually is a notice of motion of vacate judgment from the small claims court. Now, wherever it was, your county or city or state, whatever it is for you, okay? So you can file this, you file the form with the county clerk or the small claims court clerk, and what you have here is a letter that you will see that we have, and I've done another video about this at 609creditrepair.com. Now, if you were not properly served, that's one of the reasons you're not showing up to court, okay? Another reason for not showing up to court is a collector did not properly validate. This is why you want to have all your ducks in a row, okay? You want to have them in a row, son. You want to have these things documented. You want to keep copies. You want to keep certified mail receipts, potentially even those little green return mail receipts, tracking when you send stuff, who you spoke with, if someone ever called you. I said cease and desist, phone communication, keep good documents, because you can come back, something like this, you can request relief and say, look, they never verified anything, or perhaps, hey, maybe you were sick with doctors, maybe you were predisposed, maybe some of you had military service, some of you didn't get properly served, some of you moved, they sent stuff to old addresses, Okay, that's not being properly served. This happens to a lot of people, that they do not get the papers and they cannot get a default judgment that way. It can be vacated. Now, here's the thing. When you motion for vacate, okay, chances are you're going to have to appear in front of a judge, okay? If they gonna go ahead and say, yes, it's good to go, okay, you are probably going to have to plead your case about this collector or this creditor and whoever got this default judgment. And you're gonna have to do it there, and you're gonna have to plead your case succinctly. Now you have to work a little bit harder, because it's not simply about them having to prove. You now have to show that they need to prove. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta say, look, I was not properly verified, validation. There was no proper validation, there was no contract with my name on it. I don't know where this collector came from, I don't know what they're doing. They need to show me, they need to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that they need to have some proof, document, signature, with my signature on it. Wedding signature, at least a digital signature, a voice recording. What do they got? Do they have anything? No, they don't, do they? Well, I would motion for this case to be dismissed immediately with prejudice. Now, why with prejudice? With prejudice means it has to be removed from a credit report. They have to delete it, okay? If it's just, the case is just dropped without prejudice, okay, if it's just dropped without prejudice, they can leave it on your credit report. And you don't want that, man, okay? Because that's what happened to me. And this is why I had to learn all this stuff and dispute these jokers. But hey, if it's not deleted, we can dispute for you, or you can do it yourself at 609creditrepair.com. So there's plenty to learn here, plenty of avenues for you to follow and get these straight, okay? 609creditrepair.com, and we can do it for you. If this video helped you out, please give a like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. I'm so pleased here. We're doing wonderful. What a community we've built. 48,000 subscribers. 48,000 subscribers. Y'all watching these videos on the regular. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the comments, the love, and I respect everyone on their own credit repair journey, because when I see you, it will be, where will it be? You know where it'll be. It'll be on the other side. Take care, guys.